Ukraine will respond harshly to the Russian attack on Sumy, which was carried out on civilians on a church holiday. This was stated by the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. On the day of the great Christian holiday, Palm Sunday, Russian troops committed another crime against humanity. They launched a ballistic missile attack on the center of the city of Sumy. Dozens of civilians were killed and injured, the statement said. According to the military, the occupiers are again resorting to their usual tactics. Having failed to achieve strategic success on the battlefield, the enemy is fighting against the civilian population and grossly violating international law, the laws and customs of war. Russia has once again demonstrated that it does not seek peace. Its goal is to sow fear. But Russia will only receive our rage and inevitable retribution. Our response will be harsh. We will destroy the occupiers, their military facilities, weapons and equipment, wherever they may be. Russian war crimes have no statute of limitations. The criminals must be punished as they deserve, the General Staff said. The 80th Separate Airborne Assault Brigade has already shown how it is preparing for revenge. Galician paratroopers published a photo with shells on which is written, "For Sumy." Retribution will not be long in coming. Each of our paratroopers will destroy the enemy with special fury today. Bullets, mines, shells and drones, all of this is already flying at the enemy. The 80th Galician Airborne Assault Brigade expresses condolences to the families of the victims. We share this pain with you, the paratroopers said. Russian troops are reportedly facing a dire situation on Nestriha and Bucha islands in the Dnipro River Delta in the Kherson region, where some soldiers have been left in their positions for months without rotation. This was reported by a Tesh movement on April 10, who have agents embedded within the Russian forces' 61st Naval Infantry Brigade. According to the partisan group, Russia's military command is deliberately refusing to withdraw certain personnel, keeping some soldiers stationed on the islands for months without rotation. Some have reportedly been stuck there since January 2025. Their supply lines are on the verge of collapse. Deliveries are made by drone but are insufficient, and wounded soldiers are evacuated using rubber boats. In many cases, there are no medical supplies at all, Atesh wrote. Due to damp conditions and poor sanitation, troops are suffering from widespread fungal infections, abscesses, skin diseases, and even frostbite. Morale among the soldiers is described as critical, the resistance movement added. On March 4, Atesh reported that Russian troops were allegedly refusing to follow orders to storm islands in the Kherson region due to losses and rumors of a possible ceasefire in the near future. The Dnipro Delta remains one of the hottest front lines in the war. Following Ukraine's counteroffensive in 2023, the area turned into a swampy trap, especially for Russian forces, who, according to analysts, continue to suffer from severe logistical and personnel management problems. Since the liberation of the right bank part of Kherson region in 2022, these territories have become a gray zone, where intense clashes continue between Ukrainian and Russian forces. Russian troops have been trying to fortify positions on islands like Nestriha, Bucha, Milchi, Kozatsky, and Veliky Potemkin Island to control the Dnipro River and apply pressure on Ukrainian positions. Invading Russian army soldiers have evacuated the bodies of Russian soldiers who were killed a long time ago near the occupied village of Rabotino in Ukraine's Zaporizhia region. The images of the evacuation of the decomposed and partially mixed with soil corpses were filmed and shared by Russian soldiers. The soldiers said that the corpses, spread over a large area, had been there for a long time. Destroyed armored combat vehicles are also visible in the area.
Вот один. Вон. Говорил же, мешок надо было взять. Обычный. Обычный мешок был. Есть, да? Есть? Где? Аккуратно, тут всякая головка может. Вот мешок 200. Вон, смотри, там что-то есть. Сумочка. Что-то есть такой. Поезд. Вот кто-то лежит.
Ukrainian drone operators from the Magyar's Birds, 414th Regiment of Strike Unmanned Aerial Systems took out 522 Russian soldiers over a 22-day operation in Russia's Belgorod Oblast, Euromaidan Press reports. On the 5th of April, Ukraine's Commander-in-Chief, General Alexander Syrsky, reported that 77,000 Russian targets were struck and destroyed by various types of Ukrainian drones in March, an increase of 10% compared to February. On the 8th of April, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky officially confirmed the presence of Ukrainian military forces in Belgorod Oblast, marking the first such acknowledgement at the highest level since Russia's full-scale invasion began more than 3 years ago. Military analysts and Russian bloggers have reported battles in Belgorod region between Russian and Ukrainian troops, but this had not been publicly acknowledged by the Ukrainian president. Zelensky said his forces were carrying out operations in Russian border regions with the aim of protecting 2 Ukrainian oblasts on the other side of the frontier. According to the deep state OSINT project, which maintains an interactive military map, Ukrainian troops have occupied 13 square kilometers of Russian territory near the border village of Demidovka. During the 22-day operation into Russia's rear, Ukrainian Magyar's Birds drone pilots hit 1,682 Russian targets. The world must understand the enemy is not invincible. We can strike at any moment and make it hurt. More to come, the Magyar's Birds wrote on social media. Earlier, Forbes reported that Ukraine is advancing its drone mothership technology to create true airborne drone carriers. The first reports of Ukrainian mothership drones carrying smaller FPV drones emerged in November 2023. According to Euromaidan Press, Ukraine has since demonstrated various drone mothership designs, some with fixed wings, others with multiple rotors, capable of carrying 1, 2, 4 or 6 FPV drones. Due to the complexity of coordinating multiple drones receiving relayed signals from a single mothership, the most effective setup may be a reusable drone mothership paired with one kamikaze drone. The Magyar's Birds is currently developing this configuration. Ukraine has lost much of its territory it gained during its incursion into Russia's Kursk region last August, which had been intended as leverage in peace negotiations. Kiev's forces then moved into Belgorod, further south, which also borders Ukraine, and Zelensky's admission of this shows he wants to amplify the message that his country is very much in the fight, despite setbacks in peace negotiations. Ukrainian troops launched a raid into Russia's Belgorod Oblast in late March, in what was seen as a move to ease pressure on its forces fighting in the adjacent Kursk.